He's a longtime friend, a Palm Beach County dad, and he's stepping into public service. One of his missions, keep the American dream alive. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Digital Mayors Podcast. I'm Dan Nathanson.
And I am Michael Nathanson. If this is your first time joining us, thank you. Our podcast aims to highlight the stories, people, businesses, organizations, and places that make South Florida a great place to live, work, play, learn, give, and thrive.
And thrive, for sure. And if you are a returning viewer or listener, thank you too. Everything that we are building here lives at lovewhereyoulivefl.com. Oh, that's me to keep talking next. I'm not that bright. Sorry, I was winking at Ben on the way out, but let me keep going here. So today's guest, sorry about that. Our handsome producer, Ben, was walking by. Today's guest is our longtime friend, August Mangani. We have known you, right? We've known August for 20 years anyway? Yeah. And right now, this is kind of cool. Our friend August is running as a candidate for Florida House of Representatives, District 93.
I would say the candidate. The candidate is what I would say.
I think that's pretty cool.
So August, thanks for joining us today.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
This is neat.
Thank you for being here.
So this is not a debate episode, just so.
No,
Yeah.
good. I'm
Just
glad you're here.
who are you, why are you doing this, and what do you want for our community conversation?
Yeah, right. So August, when you hear our mission to highlight the stories, the people, businesses, organizations, places that make South Florida a great place, live, work, play, learn, give, thrive. How does that, what part of that would you say connects most to why you're stepping into public service right now?
So I think it's all of it.
Yeah.
Like to cheat and not pick one. I love South Florida, and I know you guys moved here, and most people move here from somewhere else, but I'm from here, and I went away from.
You're the one, you and my kids.
Yeah, and my kids.
And your kids too.
But not my wife. And it's a great place, and it's all of those things. It's, I talk about this every chance I get. Is my grandparents moved to Florida because it's where they could buy a home. They could raise their families, and it was an accessible place where they thought that their lives and their kids' lives would be better, and they were right.
Yeah.
And my parents were able to stay here and do that and raise their kids the same way. And luckily, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But Florida, I hear often that we are a victim of our own success,
Yeah.
but we're also a victim of our failure to plan for that success.
Yes.
And it's getting harder and harder for people to envision themselves staying here.
Yeah. They want to. They can envision it.
Yes.
They just can't do it.
They can,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy,
And I'm
yeah.
not trying to turn that negative. 'Cause
No.
We're still talking about, what makes Florida great.
Yeah.
And I'm not a member of the business community. I'm not an entrepreneur. And I know that's a lot of your guests are. I was raised by an entrepreneur, and I was like, that's not for me. But it's obviously a really important part. You need to be able to get a good job or start a business, and you need to, but all the other things that you're talking about, the community, the restaurants, the nightlife when you're younger than we are, is important. That we have a great university that's all over here,
Right.
really accessible, and
Go Owls.
married to an alum.
There you go.
Everything about Florida is great. I love it, except that it's getting harder and harder to
Affordability.
be here. Yeah, and that's a big piece of why I've stepped into public life. I say all the time, I am afraid. Afraid it's too strong a word because it's not an imminent thing. It's not like it keeps me up at night.
Concerned.
I worry
Yeah.
that when my kids want to start their own families, when they're that age, that they're going to have to move to the suburbs of Atlanta or
Right.
Charlotte or wherever. My kids are 6 and 7, so wherever they're moving, don't make those 6, 7.
6,
I
7.
didn't.
Saw it in your eyes.
I didn't. I was
Hold
looking
on,
at the
wait,
sign. We have the sign over
This
there.
one right here?
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. My son turns 8 next.
It's almost over. Don't worry.
Well, he turns 8 next month. It's over for me no matter what then.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to fly up there
Right.
every 3 months or something to see my grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's and every time I say that to somebody, they're like, "Oh yeah," either they're a parent,
Yeah,
or
it's
they're
a legit
grandparent,
concern.
and they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah," and so that's
A concern.
my kids are like the driving force for me running. Not
That's
my
awesome.
kids specifically, but everyone's.
Yeah. Well, listen, I got to tell you, I think it might be my fault that all this has changed.
Yeah,
For real. Yeah.
yeah,
So I moved here. I'm at 23, 24 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And for the longest time, I used to say, we live in the best place,
Oh, yeah.
maybe in the entire world. Why is this not the most expensive place to
Yes.
live? I don't get it. It was like cheap when
Yeah.
we moved here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand it. We should be the most expensive. So it's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe if I leave,
this is
I'll-
over. I'll flog you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
we won't stop the recording.
No.
Thank
no,
you.
no.
I appreciate that, Ryan. Well, though it might make for some good airtime.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't care about your ratings.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
True.
Thank you.
Good friend. Good friend. For someone meeting you for the first time, August, how would you briefly describe who you are without mentioning politics?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
sure.
a good one.
Because I don't. Yeah, I'm a husband. I'm a dad. That consumes all of my non-working time. For work, I'm an attorney. I am I put the fanatic in Miami Hurricanes fan, and that's the closest I have to a hobby is.
Is
Miami
the U?
Hurricanes Yes, I'm typically.
I heard it's
listening
all
to-
about that.
It is
All about the
U. Here, where's the camera?
There you go.
Yeah,
The
you
Gator
should
Chomp.
be super proud.
I am. Oh,
Yeah,
knocking my microphone out of
It's
the way, yeah.
it's a hell of an accomplishment.
That Gator Chomp is tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the microphone.
Breaking shit.
That's as close as I have to a hobby is watching my Hurricanes football, and most of the podcasts I'm listening to are about that. They're not
Really?
political. Oh yeah, I listen to like 4 of them.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Not in the off season, but
Yeah.
during the season, yeah, it's all consumed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and then sports. My kids are little, so sports.
Yeah.
Going to those. I got to coach a flag football team. and
Awesome.
It was co-ed, and my kids are only 16 months apart, so they were on the same team.
Oh my God,
how awesome is
amazing.
that?
It was great. I didn't
Who was
have to-
better? They won't listen. They were both perfect.
No, AJ was a better listener than Olivia.
Yeah.
yeah?
Okay.
Olivia was at the end of the game. She'd be like, "How come I didn't get the ball?" It's like, "Well, because you
didn't
listen
listen.
to me the whole game." So
That's
yeah.
a fair answer.
Yeah.
That's so. Listen,
But it
as
was
someone who
incredible.
coaches kids,
Yeah.
it's like the most fulfilling thing. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about this later or not, but you are a college athlete, a college football player. So you are the right person to be coaching that flag
Yes.
football team.
Yeah, well, I would like the soccer league was asking for coaches, and I realized that I was not competent to do that.
Oh, yeah?
Like I was kicking in the backyard with AJ, and Allison came out, and she was like, "You're kicking with the wrong part of your foot." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Show me how, so that I
Yeah.
can show."
Because she
her."
was a soccer player, right?
She did.
Yeah.
play soccer.
Yeah, your
She
wife,
played in-
Allison.
Yeah, she played in high school. But I don't want to coach if I can't actually help
Right.
them.
Yeah.
And so when they expressed the interest in the flag football, I'm like,
Oh,
I
that I
do,
can do.
I can do this one.
Right.
And it was during the campaign, and I have like no time for anything, but you have to make that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Listen,
important. Listen,
another
you
political.
can't get those years back.
Yeah, but another political person, our current mayor of Boca Raton, Andy Thompson, is a past guest of ours. He has, I think, 5 kids,
Something like that. I lost count.
and he coaches, I think, 2 baseball teams. Like and that was previously as a city councilman. I'm like, holy crap, Andy, how do you do that? Right, but you have to make time, right? Because
Oh yeah.
you got to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think
love
that's
that.
awesome.
I love that.
So today we're talking about how we all met.
Oh yeah,
Right? The path from serving tables at the Cheesecake Factory to running for office, how home ownership and the American dream feel harder to reach in Palm Beach County, and what August thinks we can do as neighbors to make things better.
right. So with that, let's rewind a little bit back to the old the Cheesecake Factory days.
Good old days.
And at Cheesecake Factory in Boca, right? That's where the 2 of you met.
That's where our relationship started.
It is.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Sure did.
So what do you remember most about your time serving? Serving at the Cheesecake Factory, not the military, let's be clear.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, no,
The white chocolate raspberry truffle was fantastic.
So like what I remember the most
Yeah.
is the people and having is fun. It's a stressful job. It's a different type of stressful
heck
job
yeah.
than what I have now, because when the night's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And that I miss that about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking like, oh, I'll have to
Not the
finish this
backaches, though.
tomorrow.
Correct.
No, no.
Yeah.
And but we worked with a lot of great people.
Yeah.
And, I met my wife there, you there. I met you through there.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's great. What I always say about, like, this isn't specific about the Cheesecake Factory, but why I'm so glad that my first real job was serving, even though it did not prepare me for my first office job. And when I had to sit and
Can I get you an iced tea?
you had to be like a self-starter. And I
Oh,
thought
right.
I was a self-starter, but I was
Right.
like, what am I supposed to be doing? The
Yeah.
first time I
Right.
sat down at a desk.
Yeah.
But when you are a server, your pay is directly proportional to your effort.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that is a great first lesson, like a lesson with your first job.
Yeah.
It carries over to where now it's not, if I work harder or not, it doesn't necessarily reflect in my pay at all, but
Right.
I just have that habit of working hard
Right.
and thinking about it that way. And
That's awesome.
Right. So let me ask you about that.
Yeah.
So how would you say that lesson kind of shows up now, especially when you're thinking about representing the people?
So, okay. As a candidate, I think the job that I've had that has made me best qualified was actually the job before Cheesecake Factory. I was a bartender at a Longhorn Steakhouse.
Okay.
And you have to make conversations with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the type of restaurant that has regulars.
Right.
And you have to have a good memory.
Yes.
And, I have a terrible memory for names.
Me too.
It's just awful. I remember so many things about conversations I have with people because there's like a memory to that, the story of it, but their names. And I try all the devices, everyone, and I don't remember them. And I just am very thankful for business cards. But, people would walk in and I'd remember what they had to drink. I'd remember where their kids were going to go to
Yep.
college. And I'd make conversations with people that I don't have anything in common with. And you get to know people.
Yeah.
That is the best, like, skill from work, from any career I've
Yeah.
had on the campaign trail.
Maybe
Sure.
would you boil it down to being curious?
Yeah.
Right,
yes, for
inquisitive.
sure. Yes, certainly. And listening
Yeah.
at least as much as you're talking.
Correct.
Which
Yeah.
is,
It's tough to do.
Yeah.
it's real tough to do for a lot of politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
just humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to reveal a secret on
Uh-oh.
live podcast right now. I have a system for my horrible name remembering.
Great.
You should take it.
I'm gonna.
So I am typically either with my brother, my wife, or both. And the rule is, if I don't introduce you, it's because I can't remember their name. Introduce yourself.
And then that's when I go,
And
hi.
so they know.
Right.
Go,
Hi, I'm
hey, I'm
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
They know. Because I'm like you. I remember the stupidest details. As you tell me your name, I forget it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I would, like, at that bartending job, I would have someone walk in and they had been there once before, 4 months before that. And I'm like, Captain and Coke? And they're like, whoa. But they would be saved in the ticket as seat 3.
Yeah.
Because I had
Correct.
I had no
No
idea
clue.
what their name was.
Yeah.
But I can't ask them again
Right.
because I remember what they drank from 4 months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, that happened to me. There was one time I remember specifically, I was bartending at Pizzeria Uno in Dedham, Massachusetts, and this, I don't know that they were a romantic couple, but a man and a woman, a guy and a girl had come in, and I remember looking at them and I said to the girl, Captain and Diet with a lime, and I hadn't seen them for, 6 months more anyway, and she's like, you remember? And I said, oh, by the way, did you ever find a singer for your band? Because I know you said, and like, I had no clue names. I couldn't, but the fact that I just, the face of the drink,
Yeah.
it's interesting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How the mind works.
So August, when did you start thinking, I want to do more than my day job? I want to contribute in a bigger way.
So,
I know the answer, but I want you.
yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't specific. It wasn't like I wanted to run I wasn't like 22 saying I want to be a member of the Florida legislature.
Right.
But, I went back to college in part because I just started developing an interest in how things worked. When it starts, it's very national. I think that's, natural. It's what's most accessible on television and the internet. What of the internet there was when I was 22.
Mm-hmm.
But and I didn't. I try not to talk about national politics too much, but it's long enough.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I didn't agree with the war in Iraq, and I was thinking about that and the decisions that led to it, and just kind of, well, what should I do to learn more about this process? Went back to college. It's why I went to law school, was an interest in government. I don't want to say an interest in politics, like just an interest in government. And then graduated and had to find a job. I ran for office once before, which you guys know. I ran for city commissioner in Margate when I still lived in Broward. That was a great learning experience.
Yeah.
I really fond memories of Margate, our first home, which Dan showed us.
Are you reading our notes, bro?
I know, right?
Stop reading ahead.
Sorry, I'm not reading.
Don't talk about your home anymore. Just answer the question.
Anyway, but that I'm glad I didn't win that race because of where I am now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was I was like I never wanted to leave that area. I grew up in Northwest Broward. I was going to stay there my whole life. Why would you move? But we moved, and it was the best happy accident that ever happened. It was the best thing for my family.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier about it. I don't remember how that question started.
Yeah, I
You
was
got
just
me
saying,
sidetracked now talking
Sorry.
about the house.
when you decided you want to do more than your day job.
Right. And so like I've always had that. I've always had
the interest.
an interest in it. And then when I just started looking at this race and this office and thought, one, that someone should be running. And I thought about, if it should be me, why? And it was my kids.
Yeah.
And I certainly had thought that I had put away running for office until they were older.
Yeah.
They're at that age where they want me to put them to bed.
Right.
And they want to be around me, and I want very much to do those things.
Yeah.
And if they were teenagers, I'd probably run
Yeah. They wouldn't care.
just to get out of the house.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're going to be adults one day.
Right.
I need to take care of the adult versions of them
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
And when I look at what the legislature is typically focusing on, it is cultural, culture war issues. And you agree with them or disagree with them, they're not the things that are most impactful to the average person's life. That, like, if they are fighting about, there was maybe 2 years ago, they made a law where any person can object to a book being in a school. Any person, whether you have kids there or not.
Yeah.
And I think it was Brevard County. There was a woman who's not a parent, and she objected to like 6,000 books.
Yeah, books. Yeah.
And they had to take them all out of the schools.
Crazy.
And whether those books should be in schools or not, one, I think should be the decision of the school librarian, or at least the community of that school. That's not what the legislature should be focused on. The legislature should be focused on how much our property insurance rates are going up. It should be focused on properly funding schools. It should be focused on making sure that Florida is a place where businesses want to go, where businesses can thrive, and there are more good paying jobs. And where people don't think that they're going to have to leave to have the life that they grew up with. You're supposed to want to, I talk about the American dream a lot, and if I'm cutting ahead in your notes, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it. The best definition of the American dream I've ever heard is that you provide a better life for your kids than the life that your parents provided for you.
Right.
My parents made that extremely difficult for me. It's very hard for me to provide a better life for my kids than I had.
That's awesome.
But I think I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And they think I'm doing it, which is also
so cool,
wonderful. It makes me feel great.
Oh, yeah.
It makes them feel great. But more people should feel like that. You shouldn't have to be a lawyer to live a middle-class life.
Right.
It should be something that's more accessible to
Attainable.
more people.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And it should be aspirational. It shouldn't be handed to you. Like, the hard work part of it is why you feel proud of it.
Yeah.
But it should be realistic. I moved into my home again. I'm sorry, we won't talk about the house, but it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I could not look at homes in my neighborhood now.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
say it all the time. I couldn't afford to buy my house
No,
right now. Could
me
you?
either.
It's-
No.
Yeah.
Right. And they are supposed to go up in value.
Yeah.
And you're
3 to 5% a year, not 50%.
right. And like, I'm certainly not campaigning on I want to lower your home's value. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Please,
Probably
that is
not.
not what I'm saying.
Probably not a good.
But there needs to be something done to fix
make
that.
it affordable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Listen, we're in this world
I
every
know-
day. I'm like,
I kn-
how
I
are
know
people
I'm
doing
preaching to
this?
the choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's awesome. So, not to talk about what you started talking about, but we kind of have a unique
Yeah.
relationship because you've trusted us to help you find and finance 2 homes, sell one. What was going on in your life the first time that you purchased?
So, Allison and my wife Allison and I were dating, and we were renting an apartment that you helped us find.
Mm-hmm.
We rented for
Cocoa Park?
that was in Coconut Creek. Oh, Cocoa Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Coconut Creek. Yes.
We were there Sunday. I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to stop there Sunday. I'm like, oh, August used to live here.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Yeah, lived there for 2 years.
Yep.
The landlord was taking it off the market, and we were like, should we try to buy something? We had a budget, which now would be like laughable.
Oh, yeah.
And we bought just down the street, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe a quarter mile away, a great townhouse.
Yep.
It was awesome. And I remember telling you, Dan, we had houses we wanted to look at. And I was like, but if there's anything else you think we should look at,
Yeah.
I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And you showed us none of the houses that we wanted to look at.
Yeah.
And showed us like 10 different ones. And you were right.
Yeah.
And I did trust you to do
Yeah.
that. And it
Thank
worked
you.
out great. And we knew immediately which one we wanted. And we bought it. And that was, it's not an easy thing to buy a house, especially when you have student loan debt.
Yeah.
But you got us through that. And then when it was time to, am I jumping ahead too much?
No, you're good, brother.
And then, during COVID, we had 2 kids under 2 sharing a bedroom because it was a 2-bedroom townhouse. Our master bedroom was also now where I worked.
Yep.
We
I
had
remember.
no outdoor space. It was a wonderful home. And during normal
Yep.
circumstances, it could have been our home for a lot longer.
Yep.
But with COVID, it was time for us to move on. And you sold our house in a day.
Right.
Do you remember that day?
I left. I went over to Naples to visit my parents.
Right.
I still have a picture
We had
of like, I don't know,
an
100
open
An
house,
open house,
for
oh, yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
There were so many people in the parking lot that the neighbors called the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We allowed 2 people in the house at a time. We had 1 person in, 1 person at the door, and me in the parking lot.
Okay,
Yep.
I didn't know all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I think yours
nine-
might have been one of the top. I think we had like 55 offers
Yeah.
or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my God, during COVID, that must have been so great for you. I'm like, no, it was
so
horrible.
stressful.
I had spreadsheets. And basically, I would call a seller and be like, okay, we have 55 offers. How about we talk about the top 4? Like, can you trust me to give
yeah.
you the top 4?
You only told me about 19 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And
With your permission, because I have to tell you about it.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, I didn't
Like,
want to hear about
whew,
all of them.
It was
But I
crazy.
mean, that neighbor that called the cops then asked me for your card.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah. If you were making that traffic for
Yeah,
her.
right?
Yeah. And then we were, and I remember saying to Allison, she was like, "This is great." I'm like, "It was great, but now we're buyers."
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And luckily, again, to repeat that, I was working remote, and so it was we were less tied geographically to where
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
were because I was working in Coral Springs, and we had to just keep expanding our search area, expanding our search area. Michelle found us our house. She did
Yeah.
a great job.
Yep.
Awesome.
We got a really good deal. Interest rates were a lot different
Mhm.
back then.
Yes, they
and,
were.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. And I'm leaving that house feet first.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry we're done doing
Right.
business.
I was going to say, I have a listing agreement here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you assign for the, just for the podcast? We'll sign right here.
I just won't accept any offers.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You want to waste your time showing the house.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
All right. Awesome. Now, if you're open to it,
Probably.
tell us about your family or inner circle that helps keeps you grounded. I know you obviously mentioned some families.
Right.
Is
Oh,
that your people?
Oh yeah, yeah. So Allison is great. My wife. We are. We have the thing we are best at is communicating,
That's awesome.
which is the most important thing
heck
in a
yeah.
relationship. And it's really easy to not do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put this off till tomorrow,
Yeah.
next week, and we don't do that. And it's great. And the kids certainly keep me grounded. I get a bad haircut,
They let you know.
Oh yeah, especially Olivia. She's
Dad?
a little pistol. No, it's not subtle at all.
No.
Your haircut looks terrible, or I don't like
With that
those
hair,
shoes.
I don't think
know.
you have
You have
terrible
such good
haircuts,
hair.
buddy. With hair like this,
Yeah,
I think it's
different
more
over here.
Yeah.
bad
Yeah,
example, but
yeah, you're good.
Thank you. Well, I guess I got a bad haircut, but I haven't. But yeah. Anyway.
but you could.
Yeah, it was just it was an example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
She was
so
like, I don't like those pants.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
dear.
I don't know if that's the definition of grounded.
Right.
But
Yeah, she keeps you grounded.
yeah. For sure.
So with your with your inner circle, with your wife and the kids and your parents, like, who's been in your corner through all the seasons, work and parenting, and now running for office, right? I mean, right? It's Allison and the kids, your parents, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and my mother, my dad, my stepmother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Just awesome people.
I call both my parents every day.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because one day I'm not going to be able to.
Correct.
Yeah, listen,
And-
I talk about this often. I would do just about anything on this planet to be able to call my mom again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
It's cool you
yet,
appreciate it.
And yeah, and when you're talking about appreciate it, I'm really grateful that I became a dad at the age I did. Like, there are plenty of people that are ready to be a dad when they're in their 20s.
Sure.
My dad was 25 when I was born. I became a dad at 37, and I was mature enough to be it. And
There you
to
go.
really appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm changing diapers, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to miss this.
Right.
Oh, I
That's
miss it.
That's a hard thing to.
Diapers
think you're
didn't
gonna
never
miss.
bother me.
No,
I loved it.
the only thing I can't get over, because they're still great. You know, it's like every stage has its
Yeah.
own awesome things.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I wish they were still 2. I don't. I love them now. But the only thing I will never get over is I will never have one of them take a nap on my chest again.
Literally last night, my brother and Lydia and I were sitting out and talking. And what is it I said? I said, I miss when Jacob and Mikey were maybe 3-4 years old, and they would like hug into you. That little and it's the nap thing. Like that was the best. I miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah.
What
That's
do
the
you
only
want?
thing I won't get over.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think about it all the time. Not yours, mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
But it also, I think, being able to appreciate being a father helps you appreciate being a son.
Oh heck yeah.
And so it goes backwards.
Weird how life works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Youth is wasted on the young is a
Yeah.
really
The older
true thing.
you get, the smarter your parents get, right? That kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to this.
No.
Yes.
Don't tell
I
them.
didn't even tell them I'm doing it. Yeah.
That's fine.
We'll share it with them.
What do you want your kids to learn from watching you do all this?
That when you think that you can, 2 things. One is that when you think that you can make something better, you have an obligation to do that. And 2, that it's really kind of the same. It's worth putting yourself out there to try. When it's something you believe in, and especially when you think that you are doing it not just for yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't want to make this sound like an altruistic thing. I'm not a monk. I'm not taking a vow of poverty. I'm
Right.
not, it's, but
I feel like I've taken a vow of poverty.
yeah,
As an entrepreneur. Yeah.
but it's making a difference is important.
Yeah.
And but it's just as important to try to make a difference, even if it doesn't work out.
I love that.
The last time that I ran was worth it, even though I
Yeah.
didn't win
Yeah.
it,
I talk
because
about
was
that
trying.
all the time in my life. The crazy crap that has happened, I don't regret any of it.
No.
Because I wouldn't be half of who I am today
Yeah.
without that. As you were talking about it before Dan goes, I just want to say there's one of my favorite quotes is Nelson Mandela, I believe it is. He always says, one of his quotes is, I either win or I learn.
Yeah.
And I look at that, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
so true, right? I mean, you learn so much from losing. The crap that you go through, the losing the race,
Yeah.
you learn more than that than you're learning in this one, I'm sure.
Uh,
To help to prepare you for this.
yeah. Well, if not learning in this one means that I'm winning, then
Yes.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Awesome.
And by the way, right, with that, interesting to go back to the old cheesecake days too. How cool is it that someone that the two of you used to work with back at Cheesecake is someone that we talked with at your campaign event, Charmaine, right? Crazy small world.
Yep.
Had no idea that you guys worked together, and she's helping with campaign. Like that, it's one of the
ran
things.
school board.
Yeah, right.
Did I tell you I ran into her? So my older one, Mikey, he was able to take part of this amazing program, which I'd never heard of before. It's amazing, called Solomon Leadership.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's 8 pillars of leadership. They met every Tuesday and go over like basically being better people. And they had these business owners who were mentors and bringing in speakers from like giant companies. It was amazing. And only 24 kids graduated from it. It's a very special group of kids. And while we were there, it's over and I get up and turn around and Charmaine was standing there. Like, what are you doing here? Well, one of the people that spoke at the graduation, she's forgive me, I think it's city commissioner for West Palm, but she's running for mayor of West Palm.
Okay.
And Charmaine's her campaign manager. I'm like, oh, hi. And by the way, that woman, and I can't remember her name, what a phenomenal speaker.
Yeah.
I didn't know who she was when she went up, and when the thing was over, I went straight to her to introduce myself, like, amazing. I don't know who the other candidates are, but I got her back. She was amazing. Anyways.
If one of your 2 listeners lives in West Palm, maybe you can
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe we could do that. I mean,
Thank you.
we'll have Dad move to West Palm. That way he can vote for her.
Deal.
Right? Sorry, Dad, you're not moving. So, quick pause. We have been in our business and personal lives. We've been talking with a lot of people who want to own rental properties, and and they think they can't because their personal income doesn't fit the box. Right? We've talked about affordability for personal stuff, but for investment properties, one tool that can be a game changer for people that want to buy investment properties is an investor, or what we call a DSCR loan, where the property's income is a major part of the approval story. And as you know, we are the Nathanson Brothers Real Estate and Mortgage team. So if you are curious about owning investment rental properties, please reach out to us, because we'd love the opportunity to chat about how we could help you become a real estate investor, not using your own personal income. We'll compare scenarios, payments, so you can decide if it's actually a smart move for you. And you can just start at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com.
Awesome. All right. So back to August now.
All right, back
Thank
to
you for
August.
that. So you talk a lot about homeownership, and we've talked about it in the American dream. When did you first feel like it was getting harder for, quote unquote, normal families in South Florida?
So I'm sure that I became aware of it after a lot of other people, and in part because I got lucky with the timing of my home.
Sure.
It was looking at what my neighbors were paying for their houses, and I was like, oh. And I don't want to make it sound like there's not still a lot of families moving into my neighborhood, because it is, but I was also a lot more like retirees and people, and that's why I talked earlier about how, my grandparents came here because they thought it was a better place for an opportunity to raise their families.
Yeah.
And now we're getting a lot of people moving here that have already achieved.
Right.
That have already, and I want those people to come to
Of
South
course.
Florida, obviously. There's room for everyone. And I just noticed that, this is not when I first noticed, but this is, I think, a good example. There's like there are so many of them, an abandoned golf course right across the street from my house, and they're building homes.
Right.
And I'm like, great. And then I saw that they're starting at like $1.2, $1.3 million.
Right.
And I'm like, who
can
buying
afford
these
that?
homes?
Yeah.
I guess it's not going to overcrowd my kids' schools, but at the same time, I'd like there to be more homes that like a normal family can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there a story that you have heard, right? Again, as someone who's right, you're campaigning, and I'm sure you're out and about and talking to people all the time. Is there a story you've heard or lived personally, just like you? I mean, listen, you did just mention your own neighborhood, that makes the affordability issue real for you and not theoretical?
I mean, what makes it real for me, like the biggest thing in my household that is impacted is obviously food costs more. That
Yeah.
costs
You
more
noticed
for
that too?
everyone.
Yeah.
I did. But it's insurance.
Yeah.
It's homeowners insurance. And, mine has gone up. It's probably doubled in the 5 years.
Sure.
Oh yeah, at least.
And
right? Yeah.
for a lot of people, that's their margin.
Yes.
And it's like, what are they giving up?
Yeah. Healthcare,
Tires.
Yeah. Or, or
going out, helping the economy.
and
Right?
it doesn't
All that,
like
right?
it doesn't just have to be dire things. It doesn't
Right.
just have to be like, oh, I'm skipping medication because of my.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also like, we're not going on a vacation
Correct.
this year,
Yeah.
or our vacation's going to be a long weekend instead of a week.
Yes.
It's not just people that, like the impact isn't just on people that are like not making it because of these
Right.
rising prices. It's people that are making it but aren't saving for retirement
Can't get
like
ahead.
they should, or like they're doing the things that they were told to do to be successful. They are working hard, and they're just falling behind just a little
Yeah.
bit every month
Yeah.
or every year. And I think that is just part of, for me, it's all a post-COVID is where I've noticed it. I'm positive it existed pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where I have noticed it, but that's because pre-COVID I had a townhouse that was
Right.
unbelievably affordable,
Right.
and I had my kids were, my daughter was born 4 months before lockdown,
Right.
so I wasn't in like the full swing of life yet.
Right.
It was just an easier life to balance, and I just wasn't as affected by things.
Yeah.
But, for me, it's certainly post-COVID. You see all of those things.
Yeah.
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 By the way, you're right.
Yeah.
You got that answer right.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Check.
Mark that.
When I notice something, I got that right.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah. So let's talk about the why behind running. I mean, you kind of talked about for your kids.
Yeah.
Is there something specific that happened that made you say, "I'm doing this"?
Specific?
Yeah.
No, it's a general sense of what's going on. It wasn't like I was reading one news story.
Right.
It's like I always, someone runs for city commission because they can't get the potholes.
Right.
It's like, that's a good reason.
Sure.
But no, it's not. It's just a general. I think our state government is just taking the eye off the ball.
Yeah.
They're not focused on what matters,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't believe that I'm raising children in the Florida that I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people, they didn't grow up here, but I did, and I don't think that things are being prioritized the right way.
Yeah.
And and obviously, this is how I talk about running for office all of the time. In what I think is broad and universally appealable things, because what people care about is the same regardless of their party affiliation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I am running for a partisan office.
Right.
I am a Democrat. I'm challenging an incumbent Republican. It was the closest race in the state last cycle in 2024. The incumbent won by 356
Wow.
votes. And it was, when I was thinking about this and, could I be the right person for this job? Did I have things to say that I thought were worth saying? But it was also, is anyone else stepping up to
Right.
this? And I did my best to find out before I did that. And part of it was timing, is how I'm answering about it. It wasn't like I think this needs to happen. I think that I want to be represented by a Democrat, and there wasn't one running, and so I am. It's
Awesome.
not just like, I still think that I'm running for the right reasons.
Yes.
Have the right, a message that I care about. Whether it's the right message or not is up to the voters.
Right. Of course.
But
yeah.
you
And you have to respect that.
after I think I have something to say. I think that there are things that can be done to make everyone's life a little easier, and put the state in the right direction. It was also, right now is an opportunity to take the shot.
Awesome.
I love that. I love that. So how do you want people to feel after they talk with you, even if they don't agree with you on everything?
I hope that people feel that I believe what I'm saying, that even if they don't like my solutions or my policies, that they know that I believe they're what's best, and that that's what's motivating me, is a genuine desire to do a good job, because that's true.
Yeah, for the greater good.
Yeah, yeah, to do the job well, not to do the job well for me.
For August, yeah.
A lot of people run for office because they're trying to set up a run for a different office.
Right.
That doesn't sound appealing to me at all. I'm not running for the legislature because I hope to one day be a member of Congress.
Right.
I think that sounds like a terrible job. And now watch, I'll change my mind.
Right, exactly.
We'll find this. But
Flip-flopper.
it that does not appeal to me right now.
Yeah.
Sure. I want to do this job.
Right.
And I want to do it to the best of my ability. And because I'm not doing it to set something else up, that means in some instances, the politics of it be damned.
Right.
Because if what I'm doing is right, fine.
Yeah.
And if it hurts me with some group of people and they won't support me for a different office, I don't care, because I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have any specifics. I'm not like
Yeah.
of a specific group or anything like that. But yeah,
I love that. I love that. And so a quick topical moment too, without turning it into a debate. Right. We hear that people feel, right, and we know this, that the cost of living has outpaced wages and stability and all that. Do you think that there are practical ways? Is there anything you can think of that communities can respond without waiting for whatever a perfect solution is? You know, like.
yeah. Well, I'm a big believer in you don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. And small changes aren't small to the people that they impact.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like this close to making it,
Yeah.
a small change is what you need.
Yeah.
Like things that, like, there is a bill, and it's funny, I don't even tell him I talk about this, but there's a representative here in Palm Beach County, Representative Edmonds, and he passed a bill that allows businesses to deduct from their taxes helping their employees with a down payment on a home.
Wow.
Really?
And
Amazing.
it's like,
Oh, I didn't know
that's
that.
something that the state can do.
Amazing.
And that really helps. It helps
Helps
businesses.
everybody.
It helps people buy homes,
Yep.
because the down payment is a very hard part of
Yep.
it to save that up. But it also helps those businesses keep
Correct.
employees that they value. It makes them happy. It
Yep.
makes them
Motivates the employees to stay
right.
for longer
exactly.
periods of
How
time.
much are you going to love your boss if your boss helped you buy your house?
Correct.
Yeah.
For sure. And like, that is a really practical thing. Is it going to help a million people? No. But
But it'll help some.
every person it helps was helped because there was a
Correct.
person in the legislature trying to do the right thing
Yep.
and had an idea. I don't know if it was an original idea. I haven't talked to him about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he came up with it, if someone presented it to him as an idea, whatever. He got that through the process.
cool.
And it's a great example, I
Yeah.
think, of what can be done to just help people.
Yeah.
The state, the role of the different levels of government really make it hard to do. The federal government can do stimulus, and they can do big tax policy, and they can do huge infrastructure initiatives that can stimulate the economy. They have a lot of levers at their disposal that the state government doesn't have, and the state government has more than like city governments
Right.
and county government.
Yeah.
And so this is a perfect example of something that the state government can do,
Yeah.
and it works. And
Awesome.
it's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
Well, what's one thing you wish more neighbors did together, regardless of politics?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Little league sports? No.
There you go.
I'm kidding. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, listen, support the community and
I'll say I talk to a lot of my neighbors, and I love that. And it's because I walk my dog,
right.
and so I'm friends with all of the neighbors that also have dogs.
Mm.
If my dog likes their dog,
Right.
Frank gets to select
Mhm.
my friends, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
So I guess I wish that more neighbors walked their dogs.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
No, but
like,
listen,
that's
but
not a real
it
thing,
gets
but
people
yeah.
out and about, and it gives
Yeah.
people an opportunity to
I-
connect. Which, by the way, we do in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
The Brookfield Barkers.
Yeah, neither of us have
have
a
a
dog
group.
right now.
Right.
Yeah, and we have a
And you pick up trash.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I actually got questioned about that yesterday. I was walking to your house, and there was a to-go cup lid and a to-go cup sitting in the street, and I picked it up and I put it in somebody's trash barrel. And a couple that, to the best of my knowledge, don't live in the neighborhood were walking by, and they just, oh, that was really nice of you to do that. And do you like, is that your house? I'm like, no, it's my neighborhood though.
Yeah.
That's my neighborhood.
Yeah.
We take the trash out of the street, right? That's just what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, in the 21st century, it is very easy to find, maybe not in person, but to find people that you already know you agree with on everything, and to be in like really safe, like bubbles. But making friends with the people, or at least knowing, you don't have to be best friends, but knowing the people in your vicinity, it's great.
Yes.
It, like, knowing my neighbors adds value to my life.
Yeah.
I hope it adds value to their life.
Heck yeah.
I'm sure it does. man.
And, you know, like, I have a neighbor and he's got 3-year-old twin boys, and he'll just text me, meet in the cul-de-sac.
There you go.
And they have like their little,
The little cars there.
and they look like Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, my kids come out, Olivia on her bike and AJ's got a scooter, and they just play in
best.
the,
Yeah.
It's the best.
and I don't ever want that to change.
No.
Yeah.
And that's not even me being, I'm not even talking about that as a dad. I'm just talking about that as a community.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. And getting away from just the safety of your bubble.
Yeah.
And one of the things I did when I first decided to run is all the neighbors that I talked to, I told them, and I didn't ask them for their support or their vote. I didn't look up if they were a Democrat or Republican or if they vote at all. I don't know if they're citizens. I don't know any of that. I know they're my neighbors.
Right.
And I know I don't want them finding out that I'm running for office because they get
A flyer.
something in the mail or they see a commercial on TV.
Right.
You know, and that's not how they should find out.
Yeah.
You have commercials?
No, I'm not. I might get them. I don't have them now, but I expect my opponent to have commercials.
Sure.
Yeah. And and so, but that's an obligation that I felt that I had to be a good neighbor.
I love that.
Is to tell them about it without asking them for anything. Do I hope they support me?
Of
I
course.
do. Will I ask them closer to election time? Maybe.
Absolutely.
But it was just you're my neighbor. I don't want this to ever affect the relationship that we have as neighbors. I want to talk to you about the best way for me to, like, what's the best fertilizer for my lawn?
Right.
Because your lawn is beautiful and mine is not. You know, things like that. Oh, can you dog sit for me for the weekend? Which is those are the relationships I have.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure. A lot of people let politics get in the way of keeping relationships, but also forming them. And it was important to me that I didn't do that.
Love
Yeah,
that.
good. Good for you, man. Well, listen, we're going to move to an awesome segment here, which
Okay.
I love, called The Book of Wicked Awesome.
Okay.
What we're going to ask you to do is flip to a random page.
Yeah. Read the bold headline at the top and let us know if it brings up a thought, a memory, a story, something like that. And if the bold headline is not something that you like, feel free to flip to another random
You
page.
get a mulligan.
Uh-oh. Is that a good one?
Well, it's about snow, and I'm from Florida.
So flip to another page.
Well,
Unless it applies.
I don't know. I'll try. Right? You're supposed to answer a hard question.
Sure.
So it's, you want me to read it?
Just the bold headline.
What's the bold headline?
Snow stepping.
Oh, so you don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I went to college in Kentucky, and it snows there a little bit, not that often. And I remember the first time it snowed when I was a freshman.
Oh, really?
I woke up in my dorm room, and I look out the window, and there's just a blanket of snow. The blanket was about 1 millimeter.
Right.
But I didn't
still.
know.
But a blanket nonetheless.
I didn't know that. And I ran outside in shorts and a t-shirt.
There you go.
Because it
Like
was-
you're a
the
Florida
heat was
kid.
on. And I laid down on the ground immediately and made what was essentially a dirt angel.
Yeah.
And then I was freezing.
Yes.
And I went back inside and put on all of the clothes that I owned because I didn't have a winter wardrobe at
Right.
all.
Right.
I was like, it's never gonna. I have a
Yeah.
sweatshirt. I'm fine. I was not. So I put on all of the clothes that I owned, and then I went out there and I made a snowman that was about 50% dirt.
Love it.
And that's basically my snow. I
Snow
feel
stepping.
snow a little bit more. I don't think
I love that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
That's awesome, man.
You love
Good.
a lot of things, Dan. I like that.
Yeah,
It's a
I
good-
do.
It's a,
He does.
I'm a lover.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have a quick, helpful note for South Florida homeowners.
Okay.
If you ever have a storm, water, fire, or major property damage, and you're dealing with an insurance claim, that's one of the moments when people sometimes consider a public adjuster. A public adjuster is a licensed professional who represents the policyholder, not the insurance company, and can help document and negotiate the claim. It's not always needed, but in big or disputed claims, it can be worth exploring. If you want to reach out to us at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com, we can point you to a few public adjusters we know, like, and trust.
Yeah, for sure, right? A lot of people need that, and they don't even know what it is, right? We bumped into somebody last week who was having an insurance issue and had no idea that a public adjuster even existed. So yeah, that's something people need to know about. So August, if you could help neighbors in a way that doesn't require a lot of change, what would it be?
I don't.
Like it. I'm just trying. Let me think.
Yeah.
If you could help neighbors.
I mean, I kind of feel like I talked about
Cut their
just
lawn,
like
maybe.
the-
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I mean, I think.
Well, I think
like,
I
being
think
a good neighbor.
Yeah, I think
like
maybe
that-
you did, right?
yeah.
You know, again, right? You talk about
So
just being
I
there.
can repeat that if you want.
No, you're good. Like just doing the right thing. You do that. Well, how about this? What's something you wish that we protected better as a community?
Oh. So I got to make everything a little bit campaign related. I think we should be focused more and more on public education.
Yeah.
And properly funding it, and not diverting those funds. That's not. I mean, everyone has a stake in that.
Yeah.
And everyone has a say in it by how they vote. It's not something you can just individually do. I'm not telling people to like just give money to their school principal, but
Well, the teachers ask for it all the time.
well, yeah,
Yeah, because they need it.
yeah. My wife was a teacher; they need it.
Yeah.
But that is, I think, one of the things that would most help our community.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, making
increasing
sure
the funding for
making sure education's there. Yeah, I love that. And so looking 1 to 3 years ahead, what would a win look like, do you think, for families trying to stay here and build a life?
Oh, the biggest win would be tackling property insurance expenses, because if you own a home and you're paying for property insurance, it's too much. But also, if you're renting, your landlord is paying property
Right.
insurance, and it's something that's so it will even. When I talk to people, if they're renters, they don't think about it, but it's absolutely going because there's a competition
Yeah.
for a good renter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it will, by necessity, drive down the price if it can be driven down.
Yeah.
If it can't, it can't. And right now, with property insurance the way it is what it is. But if, I think that would be the biggest possible win for the state. Is making
Awesome.
Insurance more affordable.
Love that.
So, if someone's watching or listening and wants to level up right now, whether it's personally or professionally, what is one book, podcast, or tool that you would put in their hand?
Oh,
Other than Digital Mayor's podcast, of
Right.
yeah,
obviously.
of course.
Obviously.
Other than this,
Second to
so, I read primarily biographies, and I'm going to recommend one that probably no one should actually go out and spend the time to read, but it's my favorite book. It's called Master of the Senate. It's about Lyndon Johnson and his time in the Senate. It is, 100,000 pages. Not really. It's an enormous book, but there's nothing you could read to learn more about how government does and does not work, especially in the legislative process, I think, than that book. Like,
Sounds
just
terrible.
really, well, yeah, but it's,
Look, Eric's yawning.
yeah, no, I get it. And it's just like, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, that's what's beautiful about life, right?
Yes, it's not for everyone. I mean, I could recommend Shoe Dogs. Everyone recommends
Right.
that and loves that. I haven't actually read it. I've just heard 100,000 people recommend it. But that's my favorite book.
Love
Awesome.
that.
And,
Okay.
as long as it is, I've read it like 5 times.
That's cool.
Is there a person, comedian, show, page, or meme that makes you laugh out loud right now?
Oh,
I love that he keeps getting thrown off.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's a great.
It's, it's because like I'm watching The Boys and laughing,
Oh.
but that's probably not.
How good is this season,
Yeah, it's great.
dude?
Yeah,
Because it tailed off. Like the last 2 seasons, I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep watching. This season has been
Right.
unbelievably good.
I think the last couple seasons it was vulgar and
Yeah.
as a crutch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't love it. I
agree.
don't mind vulgar and
Yeah.
but it was like
It was.
too much.
Yeah.
When that first show first came out, I'm like, what an amazing concept.
Yeah. It was so.
How
cool.
cool of a concept is it?
Yeah.
And I was hooked. And then I watched, I'm like, this is great. And then I'm like, eh. And then a new season, I'm like, all right, I'll watch 1 and see. And then I'm like, ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
Then I watched 2. I'm like, ooh, that was really good.
Yeah.
And now I'm all that have released. I'm
Right.
caught up.
And I'm not caught up.
You shouldn't be laughing at that show, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
There's some funny.
Homelander is not a nice man.
He's not a nice
no, he's
man.
not. But I do laugh at some of it for
Yeah.
sure. But I don't get to watch as much TV as I would like.
Yeah.
Same.
It is a guilty pleasure for me. As
Yeah.
television.
Well, listen, you're a
And I'm
dad.
not
You're a
that-
husband. You're an employee. Right?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot.
You're doing a lot.
Yeah, and so I don't get to watch as much.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So after a hard day, after a hard week, how do you reset so that it doesn't fester?
Oh, every day that I can, I read to my kids
Oh,
to bed.
that's awesome.
And it's like I could be having an unbelievably stressful day, or I could just feel like I didn't get enough done. I didn't spend enough time on the campaign. I was too focused on work, or I didn't get enough done at work. I was too focused on the campaign, or both.
Mm-hmm.
And just feel the weight of my obligations.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read to my kids.
That's beautiful.
And when it's over,
Awesome.
yeah. If there's one takeaway, it's that I relish in being a dad.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
That's awesome. I
fun.
love it, dude.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. All right. And so, speaking of relish,
Okay.
what's your favorite local restaurant and what do you order there?
So I was prepared for this.
All right.
I have 2.
Okay.
I really like. I'm not. I don't eat fancy food.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite local pizza. It's called Mamma Mia's. It's right down the street from me.
Mm-hmm.
I love their pizza.
Nice.
Just cheese, just plain pie. Couldn't be better. It's really
And it's Boynton Beach, Lake Worth. Where is it?
It's Hypoluxo and Lions.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Yep.
it's that's Lake Worth.
Mhm.
And great. And then just because I count it as a local restaurant. There's no place I'd rather go than Flanagan's.
You know, it's weird. I don't know why, but I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I almost said it before you did.
Yeah. Oh man.
Not Gatsby's.
Not Gatsby's.
Yeah.
Been a few minutes for Gatsby's.
Yeah, man. If that place was still open,
Right.
I'd be like, hey, you want to go shoot some pool right
Correct.
now? Yeah.
Correct. And is there something specific at Flanagan's you like?
Yeah. And it's probably not anywhere near their most popular item. I love the blackened tuna hoagie.
Really?
It's like a Philly cheesesteak, but with
Black and tuna.
tuna.
Oh, that sounds
It's,
cool.
it's really
You
good.
should buy me one.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go.
All right. You heard that, right?
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Do me a
Binding
favor.
contract.
Hmm.
Offer acceptance.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
You got your phone on you, right?
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor and take it out?
Yeah.
Please. And what we're going to ask you to do is show the world what's
Yeah.
on, show it to your camera there. What's on your phone lock screen. Tell us what it means to you.
This is a picture of
Mhm.
my wife and my 2 kids.
Oh,
Oh,
From
and you.
and
Yeah.
me, yeah. And that is, it was the week before lockdown for COVID. We didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
And we went to the University of Miami and watched a baseball game.
oh, cool.
And mostly I just like the picture.
Yeah.
And I don't change it. I don't update it.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever will.
It's just a beautiful time for you.
Yeah. Well, it was a great memory
That's
Love that.
awesome.
of just the 4 of us. And like I said earlier, I'm an absolute fanatic with the University.
For the
of
U.
Miami. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And so this is going to have to be something that you imagine because I don't imagine that it ever happens. If you get a full day off, South Florida,
Uh-huh.
no work, no email, right? So this is imaginary.
Yes.
How would you spend your day?
Oh, with like, is it
Whatever,
by
like in
myself
South
for a
Florida,
day, or
whatever.
just-
In South Florida, how would you
Oh.
enjoy South Florida? Day off, no other obligations.
Oh, so I would, because it's what they would want to do, I would take my kids to the arcade at the Wellington Mall.
Mm,
They love it. It's Daddy-Daughter Day, Daddy-Son Day, or
nice.
Daddy-Kids Day if they both come, and we go to the arcade, and then we My daughter loves Sbarro's at the
Oh,
food
yeah.
court.
How
and
could you
then-
not?
Yeah. And then we get ice cream, and then I go to Barnes & Noble, and I buy them each a book.
Nice.
Oh, what?
And yeah,
Nerds.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. And
Yeah.
it's something I don't do it enough. Before the campaign, it was probably a monthly thing.
Yeah.
I would take one Saturday and one the next Saturday.
Nice.
But
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's a great way to enjoy
Awesome.
a day off.
yeah.
What's one small thing you'd suggest someone could do this week to support their community?
I think that, and this is from my homework and listening to some of your
Mhm.
podcasts, I think that what you guys talked about with Mayor Thompson and picking up trash
Yeah.
Yeah.
is just, it's
So cool, right?
Right.
It's a simple thing
Yes.
that doesn't take
Makes a difference.
Doesn't take money. Doesn't take
Yeah.
a lot of planning or effort, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to give a quick community plug. There's this really cool event I've heard of called Shoot for a Change.
Oh, nice. I've heard.
And it's coming up. The dates are not fully solidified yet, so I don't want to say them. It's going to be in September. We should have it fully solidified this week. And it's at the Y in Boca Raton. And we're securing and looking for more sponsors and vendors. So if you know anyone who wants to sponsor an amazing event at a phenomenal place, please reach out to me. It's a 2-day community hoops event that supports youth and the bigger mission of the YMCA. So if you're a business that wants visibility and you want to support something that matters, we'd love to talk. So reach out through lovewhereyouLiveFL.com, please.
Yes.
And
that's
don't forget, shoot for a change.
Shoot for a change. I love that. All right, so August, we're wrapping up now. Like this was a good one. It was this was a good talk.
I'm glad.
Are you more relaxed than when we start?
Yeah.
Told you,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I am habitually on time and early to everything.
Oh yeah.
And I was late today.
Thinking navigation.
And I was
traffic.
like, well, it wasn't traffic. It was, I had put it in the map of my phone, and then I hadn't hit like the button to actually do it. And so it was just displaying the time that I would be when
gotcha.
I started it.
Ah,
And so it was my fault, 100% my fault.
Right.
I just got in the car late
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, perfect. Because I wanted to be here
Right.
15 minutes early. And so I was, I wasn't stressed, but yeah. But I've never done this. I listen to way too many podcasts. One is playing almost all the time while I'm working or in the car. And, you always think of yourself in the situation like, oh, how would I answer that question?
Right.
What would I do here? Or, like you do that when you watch TV.
yeah.
You watch, I remember watching Entourage and I was like, oh, I want to be an agent.
Right.
And then I watched West Wing and
Yeah.
to law school.
Yeah.
And, this is neat. I've
That's
always
very
wanted to
cool.
do this.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I'm glad doing it with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. By the way.
Yeah. So where should people go to learn more about you and what you're building?
Okay. So my website is augustmangani.com. But because no one should have to learn how to spell Mangeney to find out more about me, it's voteaugust.com will take you to my website.
Awesome.
Yeah. And, first Tuesday, and I do want to say, because we didn't talk about it, the district it's Wellington, about half, the western half of Green Acres, and unincorporated Lake Worth. And if you are listening and you live in the district, I'd love to talk to you. If you don't live in the district and you want to talk to me, I'd still love to talk to you. I spend most of my day trying to find people to talk to about the campaign.
Love that. Love, and by the way, we will put the voteaugust.com and we'll put contact stuff in the show notes.
Yes.
So when people are looking on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music and all that, it will be right there for people to see.
Absolutely. And if you enjoyed this episode, please like it, share it, follow the show. And if you've got 30 seconds, leave a 5-star review, please. It helps more locals find the podcast.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And so everything that we're doing lives at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com.
Yes. So love where you live.
Yes. So we will we'll see you on the next one. So bye for now.
Deuces.
Yep. Bye.
And don't forget, squaw!